right, we're doing quick announcements tonight. One second. All right. All right, we're just doing quick tonight. Very late tonight. I'm sorry. No, I'm not, but I am. You know how we roll here. Come on. By the way, we are testing out Dr. Tech. Dr. Tech has been very kind to spearhead a musical project for streamers. So we are listening to some of the sounds that he has curated. So what we're actually going to do, you know, that might be a little loud. Sorry. All right, let's see. Yeah, I have no idea where he came up with this music, but it's not bad. Oh, have you?
I've been expecting you. Drop by anytime.
Hey, Wacky, how you doing? I had to set up a computer tonight. So I was a little busy, so that's why I am a little late tonight. All right, so we're gonna blow through more story mode tonight. It's because I need to get caught up on story stuffs.
Thank you for your recent assistance. I'm fully recovered now. I can go anywhere, whenever I like. So, I have a large favor to ask of you.
I want you to go somewhere that I suck at.
Would you please go with me to the desert? I'm not entirely sure about what I saw, so I'd like to have some company. Please, whenever...
Cool. So yeah, right now the computer is just humming along, wiping all of its free space. Oh! Ewoks!
Did you see? Did you see that?
We found an
I know
Ewok.
what I saw this time. This isn't some memory or camera malfunction. They were definitely there. Oh, good. If you saw it too, then there's no mistake.
Oh. Darn those brains.
It was a
Brains.
No, it would be more accurate to call it a small person.
The correct term would be midget people. Captain Hepton and the Midget Pirates of Willy Goat.
I couldn't speak with them or thank them, but it's alright. I can take things slowly. For now, it's enough to know they're here.
Oh, well, at least tomorrow morning I'm going to hop on my bike and do another ride.
Patience and perseverance.
Hopefully my sit bones have adjusted a little bit. Hopefully they're not going to be too insanely tender. Yeah, my seat bones were a little tender after my 26-mile ride on Saturday morning. I get back on Saturday night and I sit at my computer. I'm like, oh, my butt bones.
Thank you so much for everything.
Dink dink. Dink 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 dink. Dink dink. Dink 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 dink. Dink dink dink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could I ask you to please keep it down a bit?
Dude, I'm sorry. My flatulence, you know.
Look, over there.
Alfalfa, alfalfa, alfalfa.
It's unusual for one to be standing around relaxing. They're always incredibly wary of their surroundings. Wait, are those automata? The little ones are natives of this place. The automata would have no reason to attack.
Oh no, they're all gonna get obliterated, aren't they?
Right about this. Look out! Run!
Dink, dink, dink. What are you doing? Run!
I'm sorry. That was careless of me. Let's take them all out.
Okay. That was a little strange.
What's that sound? Swords clashing? Is there a fight?
I thought mechanical bodies were made of sterner stuff. Come on, you can do better than that.
Okay, I think this guy needs to lay off the roids. Something tells me I think his protein supplements he's been ODing on them.
But these are my stomping grounds. Go find your own. Hey, wait a minute. I don't know about the cast lady, but haven't I seen you before?
Yeah, idiot.
You met them on Nefarious, Master Gedemhalt.
Dude, she has Stockholm syndrome so bad. He so abuses her.
My manners. Gotta remember the name of my quarry. So if you're here, does that mean that masked jerk is around too?
Jerk.
Or will you be the one to entertain me this time? What's your problem, lady? I've got no business with you.
You must be the Arks that's been rampaging around this area.
He's on a rampage.
I resent that, lady. This is all part of the Ark's job description.
Being a total jerk.
Planetfall, we dispatch our enemies. That's what we do.
I disagree. Arks is also expected to interact with native inhabitants, and
Yeah, whatever. That's a load of crap, if you ask me.
Ugh.
Expect me to interact with creatures that don't understand our language? They could be corrupted by false spawn too. You see what I'm saying here?
Nope, you're a douche.
You're a regular goody two-shoes.
Heck yes, I am.
All
That's not a good call. No,
You don't like that call.
I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
My character doesn't poop.
The way they're staring is creeping me out. I'll bet they're corrupted by full spawn and coming after us.
Okay, now you're getting into Alex Jones territory, my
Best way to
friend.
keep trouble from coming down on Arcs later is to waste it right here and now.
Dude, don't kill the Ewok.
What?
Are you okay? You better get
What?
away when you can.
Nani? Yakamamasta.
You stick your neck out for an enemy? How stupid can you be?
They're not enemies. They saved me. And now it's my turn to return the favor.
Hey, operator.
What? You with them too? How goddamn thick can your skulls be?
I don't have a skull.
They're gonna get corrupted by false spawn and go crazy sooner or later. When you've got the power to decide who lives or dies, it's an act of mercy to kill them before they suffer. Don't you dare give me that look, you worthless cast. Any buzz I had before now is long dead. We're leaving, Cena.
Yes, sir. Good day, everyone.
Girlfriend, you can do so much better than him, girlfriend.
Don't worry. The wound isn't deep. I am sturdy, at the very least. I know. What he said made sense.
No, it didn't.
They will fall under the false spawn's sway and go mad. Once they go mad, destroying them will be the only option.
Operator, by the way, if you're trying to speak, I do not hear you.
I'm not trying to speak at the moment.
Oh, okay, cool. Just checking.
You can hear me though, so.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I still want to have faith.
Dink, dink, dink.
Are you worried about me? Thank you. I'm flattered. Yes, I'll be alright.
Dink, dink.
It seems I'm still a bit shaken, but don't worry. I'll be fine. This is going to be time consuming, but I won't give up.
Cool.
Sorry if I keep gawking. I'm sure most people take this stuff for granted, but it's all new to me. It's kind of thrilling. Those monitors in the lobby boggled my mind at first. Like, hey, something's moving in the wall. It's annoying forgetting so much stuff sometimes, but at least one plus side is getting to experience basic things like they're new. I'm still working on
Until I realize I'm a destroyer of worlds.
I was just thinking, I sure hope the stuff I've forgotten isn't all bad.
I don't know. She kind of reminds me of Vanille in Final Fantasy 13.
I see.
Yeah, that's kind of one reason why I actually enjoyed Vanille's character in Final Fantasy 13, because I kind of understand the psychology behind mentally blocking out the fact that you're the one that's destroyed countless thousands of people because you magically mutated into a gigantic murdinating creature.
Yeah, I don't think that psychology is very hard to understand. It's called trauma psychology.
Yeah, well, the problem is there is a heck of a lot of people that don't understand it. Because they all hate Vanille's character. It's like, well, if you actually understood this, you would understand Vanille's character is actually really good. Oh, you're just grasping at straws. No, I'm literally playing the game without having a predisposition of hating its guts.
Yep. Funny how that works.
Yeah, I'm an absolute 13 apologist. 13 to Lightning Returns. The more sequels they made out of 13, the less I could apologize for it. Or at least make sense of what the crap was Square thinking.
We comprehend that this is no straightforward path, and yet I relied on you nonetheless. The one who repaid that
Okay,
trust
she's
is
really sad that she's relying on me.
That is why I am grateful.
All becomes clear with time.
I know, but, like, it seems like she's a broken record.
Time and time again.
I mean, am I wrong that it seems like she continuously is saying, I am really sorry for relying on you. I am really sorry for relying on you.
It's more about how she says it, because she keeps saying it different ways.
Ooh, intonal differences.
Not
All right.
exactly tonal.
Happy Murder Chick! Yay!
Her English voice actor is nowhere near as good as the JP voice actor.
Are you a hunter? A ranger? A force? Well, whatever. I'm not picky.
Let's just murder stuff.
Anyway, I asked around with the hunters and forces, and they said rangers just don't have enough firepower going for them. And they're absolutely right. The foes we're fighting aren't exactly the one-shot, one-kill type. But I prefer it that way. That's the way it should be.
So I can rejoice and enjoy their murders so much longer.
Yes, Satan?
Hey, Satan, how you doing?
I mean, they're enemies, right? I gotta make sure they suffer and suffer and suffer. That's why I'm such a gun nut. Big guns, small guns, any and all guns. I don't play favorites so long as they make things suffer.
Hooray! Being proud of yourself is a great way to be. I'm so happy.
Recoiling.
I almost have my local pool opened. I am so close. So close. It only took me literally contacting the head of the health department's recreational waters division and saying, yeah, what do I need to do to get my local pool opened? And he just sends me an email. Oh, here, you just got to comply with these 5 sheets of paper, and you're good to go. Wait, you mean if we do these things, we can just open up the pool, no questions asked? Yes, correct. I'm on it. I'm on it. Let's do it. Let's get this freaking pool open, man. Except my final roadblock. The final roadblock is getting the school district, the collective school district, to buy off on it. Hold up. Oh, that's my sister-in-law. But yeah, so hopefully the school board had a meeting tonight, and I briefed in a friend of mine. Well, I guess she's in one of the wards in our stake, and we used to live in that ward a while ago. So very good acquaintance. I don't know if I technically call her a friend because she's like 25-ish years older than me. But yeah, so hopefully she was successful in being able to talk with the school board and find a way forward for us to get the pool open. I think the worst case scenario is going to be if we're going to allow the swim team open, then the water polo team is going to have to also be allowed to practice as well. And I'm just like, but this is worst case scenario, hypothetical worst case scenario in my opinion. Well, absolute worst case scenario is they say, nope, forget that. We're changing. We are changing superintendents in 2 weeks, and we just don't really want to deal with this right now. But I'm just like, you don't have to deal with it. I'm an expert. This is what I do for a living. Health department compliance for swimming pools. This is my bag, baby.
What was your class again? Well, doesn't matter when you can be anything. Must be nice being able to change your photon class aptitude as it suits you.
Okay, so with Xenos' dialogue, he said, "Must be nice to change your photon class aptitudes as it suits you." So are you simply a different class of ARCS person? Is that why?
You're just so skilled with photon manipulation that you can change your class whenever you want, but most arts are not even that skilled.
Oh, okay. So our player characters are the elites, so to speak.
You have no idea how elite you are. Not as a player, as a character.
Right. No. I understand. Yeah. I'm a scrub as a player, but
Yeah.
Hi, Satan. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good.
I was wondering if you noticed me.
Well, you gotta understand, you're up this way. The monitor that I have, so my triple monitor setup is this way. I have my game monitor. This way, I have my chat monitor. But then up this way, I have Discord. So I don't typically, I kind of check, if I hear something, I'll kind of check it and see what's going on. But I didn't hear a ba-dunk of you coming in. So I don't know when you came in.
I'm just that stealthy, you know?
Right?
Insisted on being a hunter anyway, but it ain't easy being a class you're not meant for. I admit, I kind of envy your
You know, I successfully surprised my husband.
No use whining about being a happy.
Wow.
I'll keep doing what I can do.
You gotta understand, normally, things I buy him are things that he tells me that he wants, and so, either he's told me he wants it, so I buy it for him, he knows because of that. Or it's something that I know is coming out soon, and I'll buy it for him, but I don't want him to buy it himself, so I'll tell him that I bought it for him so he doesn't buy it himself. So usually it's one of those scenarios. Or it's something I know he wants, but I can't find it myself, so I have to ask him where to find it. This time, though, it was something I knew he would like, but that he hadn't thought of in weeks or months. And so I'm like, okay, I personally know what this is. I know where to find it. I'm not worried about him buying it himself. And I surprised him.
I'm sorry, quick interjection. I'm calling it. I think that poor gal is going to die sometime in the near future. It's going to be that a-hole Reuters' fault.
Is that what you think?
Or
Be interested to see how your expectations are either met or disappointed.
either that, or she's just going to go full-blown Super Saiyan and kick him in the nuts so hard he launches to another solar system. Anyway, continue. What did you wind up buying for your husband that thoroughly surprised Boomer?
I got him, you know the show on Netflix, Umbrella Academy?
Yes. I know it exists, but I don't necessarily know enough about it.
Well, okay. Well, it's based off of a comic book series.
Right.
Of the same name. The first season was based off of the first two series or cycles or whatever you call them in comic book.
Right.
Now each of those kind of sets was then, after the run was completed, was released as what Boomer calls trade paperback, which is basically one book with all the books included all together.
Oh yeah. You know, I've seen that for certain mangas. Like I remember seeing one of those for Akira. So anyway, continue.
So there's basically 3 books now of this Umbrella Academy. Remember, like I said, the first season was based on the first 2, so we had already bought those, and Rumor read those because he wanted to read those for the show. At the time of getting those, the bookstore that I got them from had the 3rd one listed, but it wasn't out yet because that set was still in the middle of its run.
Right.
And didn't think anything of it for the longest time. But kind of offhand chance, last week, I was getting myself a little snack treat thing from Amazon, and I happened around the same time just to think of it. I don't know what made me think of it, but for some reason I thought of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check the bookstore website to see if it actually isn't released yet. It was. So I'm like, perfect. Father's Day present. I ordered it. And then I spent a week biting my tongue, keeping it quiet.
Nice.
Even with comments from him where I was like so close to slipping and giving it away, but I didn't. And today, the package came. He had an idea of what it was when he opened, not when he opened it, but when he saw the actual packaging and that it was from the bookstore and stuff. But it was still a surprise because 1, he didn't know for sure. It was a guess of what it was, and he didn't know for sure. But 2, even if he did guess it when it was at the door, he didn't know it was coming to the door.
Are you an ARC's operative? Oh, sorry. I always look.
Oh yeah. So did you happen to see what my wife Oh, the bike pigs came. Cool. I'll have to grab those. My daughter is going to love those. Anyway, did you happen to see the metal plaque hanger? I guess it's a display rack for my medals for triathlon. Did you happen to see that in the Discord?
No.
So so my wife made me here. Let me pull it up real quick. I'll pop it on stream. Let's see here, and
it was awesome.
God darn it! Where did it go? Which camera? Frickin'! Hold on.
Also, hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Here it is. Here it is. Here, I'll put it up. So it's not exactly in focus, but she took a piece of wood, didn't have to cut it. She cut out the vinyl, and then she added hooks to it. So she created what you can buy on Etsy for like $45-50 for only like $5. But then she also
That is cool.
So then she also told me so she should make one utilizing this picture. That's a guy drowning, a guy falling off a bicycle, and a guy puking. So so we'll have a second awards rack for all the triathlons that go horribly, yet I somehow managed to drag myself across the finish line.
That is awesome.
And
Which
then I
is gonna
told
be
her,
like all of them.
and then
right?
I told her, this will be my next cycle kit, my cycling outfit. It's a lederhosen print.
Oh no.
So so I can go around like the German, yeah.
No. No.
Just no.
Apparently, I don't have the ability to.
I'd be the belle of the ball. I'm a belle.
It's really a shame, but there's nothing I can do. Being
There's nothing I can do. Then why do you exist?
Honestly, I'll get over it.
So also on the plus side, I actually have our haircut appointment booked.
So introverted and timid.
Hooray,
Something
haircuts.
suddenly made him fixated on becoming an arts.
Oh,
Yeah, I
oh, by the
doing
way,
that on Tuesday.
my wife also bought me a shirt, and the shirt says, "That's what I do. I make pancakes, and I know things." And it has a stack of pancakes on the shirt. I'm just like,
Turns out he does have the talent.
you know what?
So
That is a pretty good summation of me. I know a lot of things. I make wicked good pancakes, and that's just what I do. And that's all you need. That's all you need to know. That's me in a nutshell. Pancakes, knowledge, doing stuff.
Will he really be okay by himself? He hardly comes to see me anymore.
I like pancakes.
I make a wicked one-pan pancake. It's a pancake the size of a 10-inch frying pan. So instead of making a bunch of small pancakes, you just make one nice big pancake. The key is the flip,
Did
though.
you just say fan cake?
Pancake.
Sounded like you said fan cake.
Well, it's a pancake for fans. What?
Sure.
You can't be a fan of pancakes? It's the ultimate in pancake conventions. It's Fancake Con.
The only thing that sounds like that I like is funnel cake.
Funnel cake is good, but elephant ears are better.
Okay, we went from confectionery masterpieces to poaching elephants. That's a nice
Another-
lateral jump across the pond, Wacky.
Another thing we need to
Do you not
thing.
know what an elephant ear
No,
is,
I
Cheryl?
have no. I know what a bear claw is. I have no idea
Okay,
what an elephant
ear is basically a funnel cake, but it's in the shape of like a giant, like it's in the rough shape of an ear, and it's like the size of like a paper plate. And that's why they call them elephant ears, is because it looks like an elephant's ear.
Since we're going along this line, we may as well just throw beaver tails in there too.
Because I happen to have the aptitude and because it was an in thing to do.
I just joined voice chat as I heard Umbrella Academy in stream.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching it.
Probably,
Mm-mm. Operator knows exactly why I'm not touching that. We were both a fan of the same radio show. I'm not touching it.
I'm
I'm
confused.
struggling to figure out why we're not touching it.
Okay, you might be a little too young for the reference. Let's just say it would immediately put us into Taqueria After Dark if I were to explain that Doc Thompson
Oh
reference.
no.
Okay.
Just take my word for it.
I take your word for it.
It was brought up constantly on the Friday leftovers. And yeah.
What do you want? Are you here to mock me?
You're a midget transformer. Of course I'm going to mock you.
Say what you
I'll
will,
remind you that you are 7 feet tall.
Yeah, so what? He's still a midget compared to me.
but I'm already dried up at a mere 75
By
years
that
old.
logic, everyone's a midget compared to your character.
Yeah, duh. You do realize
By the way,
my wife's first impression of me was, quote, he's a little short.
by the way,
Fashion or
that is
creativity
beaver tails.
used to come to me as easily as
All right. We're going to After Dark territory, everybody.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. What is that?
It's fried pastry.
Looks like a scone with a bunch of fruits on it.
But it's also like cinnamon and sugar and just other various toppings.
That
And
looks like a
nuts.
my first baking class.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. It needs more cilantro.
It's got the presentation, the plating is just it's just
Exactly.
so off. It's just
Oh my
Needs that
god.
cilantro
it needs cilantro.
and parsley.
And hey,
And
let's
this
just
is
throw a
why
little
I'm friends
dirt on
with
it.
you
Bring on the
weirdos.
cumin.
No, usually they're coated in like cinnamon sugar.
By the way, hi sister-in-law. Bye sister-in-law.
Huh?
My heart trembled at the
That was my sister-in-law on Instagram.
Then again,
Ah.
the fight for our lives 10
And subsequently Nox's sister-in-law
There is nothing
as
more
well.
exciting than large-scale combat.
We married
It's still so
sisters.
weird that you two are related by marriage.
I know. Yeah, and he's 6'7". No, he's 6'8". Nock is 6'8", and my wife's brother and father are both 6'7". So, according to them, I am the midget male of that immediate family. I am the shortest one in the immediate family. At 6'2".
Well, I mean, considering like, my dad is roughly average height, like 5'10", 5'11". However,
You
both of them-
actually know English units? And you're from Canada? I'm disappointed. I expect you to go full-blown millimeters on me.
Oh, hush you. But no, he's
Freedom units.
that's his height. However, both of his brothers are over 6 feet, so he's the short one of his bunch. And of course, I did not inherit any of leftover height genes that may have been there. We're not me only at 5'2".
Yeah, so my younger sister, she's probably like 5'9", 5'10"-ish. And my older sister's about 5'9". My mom's about 5'9". My dad, I think, is probably about 5'10", 5'9", 5'8", somewhere in there. I can't remember off the top of my head. My brother is a smidge taller than me. There was one day we were vacationing in Hawaii. We all get up from the table at a restaurant, and someone audibly stated, "Wow, that family grows them all big and big like." And this is when we were all, embroiled in swimming. So, we were all extremely fit. So it was just like, wow, that must have been pretty imposing. Oh, so speaking of swimming, so I have another swim technique stream tomorrow night for Team Zoot on the main page. Woot woot. So this is the worldwide team page. So there, and I even got a shout out last week from kind of like the big team manager guy on his own weekly stream. And I'm having people, so I posted the topic, which is going to be kicking. This week's topic is going to be kicking and body positioning in the water. So I've had a couple people say, yeah, I'm actually a really good swimmer too. And I've been listening to him, and usually I'm one of the top guys in the swimming portion, and he's saying a lot of good things, and I'm learning a couple of things too. Yes. Oh boy, burpee time. All right, we'll rock those burpees. I know. I've been slacking lately. I know, and the Manderville. We're doing the burp.
I had to throw that one in.
Of course, you got to throw the Manderville in. All right, let's rock those burpees.
35K taquitos. I need to do something with them.
All right, here we go.
Why do you think I'm claiming these?
Good, Satan, good. Embrace your name.
Oh, I know how to embrace my name very well.
This is why Satan should never be a DM, because she can embrace her name well.
That was great.
Good.
I agree.
Hey, hey! It's me, Patty, the most informed informant of all the Ark's ops, in top form once again. Is that so? Because it didn't look like you got much useful information to me.
Crap. Ah, my microphone wasn't working. Oh well.
That's all in the past.
It wasn't Discord.
Oh no. That's because I have my headset. My headset's going in Discord, not the mic. Mike's piped into the OBS or to Slobs directly. So that's stream only.
Oh, but I did get to know an old man I found.
Getting all fancy now, aren't you?
This has been my setup for like 6-7 months now.
I never noticed though that you didn't use the mic for Discord, like the mic.
He said he used to
Nah.
make Pretty cool.
No, the reason why is because sometimes I want to cut the normal mic and only be on voice chat.
That must be Zig. He's a famous master swordsmith. For the most
I
informed
see,
informant,
said the blind
I'm
man to the deaf
surprised you
mute
didn't
as he
already
picked up his
know
hammer
who
and
it
saw.
was.
Well, at least they didn't smell the guy's flattest, so you know.
I'm not into that sort of thing.
That's a fart joke.
I noticed.
Zig the master swordsmith is a hard-headed old man who's been a major weapons maker for
I will
40
openly
years.
admit it is very cute that my daughter is enjoying Chrono Trigger as much as she is.
It's too bad. People used to
'Cause,
say that one day
Pretty much the end of the Mr. Fuzzum saga was pretty much ripped directly from Chrono Trigger just because I got lazy. I got lazy. I didn't want to intertwine any more video games into the story than I already had. So I was just like, well, go with the game you know. So I wound up doing the whole last main part of the game based off of Chrono Trigger. However, I did throw Evangelion in there a little bit. Not in the ending, but I actually used the Nerve headquarters, like in Evangelion. So yeah, so that was fun. So then I told my daughter that a lot of the story was based off of Chrono Trigger, and I asked if she wanted to play it, and she goes yes. And with only a little bit of where do I go guidance from me, she actually managed to get through the entire Yarka battle all by herself.
Yeah, that's kind of like the youngest in terms of his playing through Spider-Man. He had a little bit of some like the puzzle help from Boomer, but 90% of it, if not more, he did himself.
Yeah, because oh, go ahead.
And now he's not only beaten it the once, he's probably beaten it about 3 or 4 times now.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I've tried to get my daughter to play a bunch of different kinds of games, but like right now she cannot platform to save her freaking life. So like virtually all 2D Mario games are right out. So she can play Odyssey a little bit. But her comprehending all of the moon locations and being able to comprehend what you need to do and route plan in order to get the moons, she can't really pull it off. What else did I try and get her to play? Can't really get her to play any racing games like Mario Kart. She just drives herself into a corner and just gets stupid frustrated. And then so you gotta turn auto drive on. But the problem is you can only turn auto drive on if you're doing the GP races with all the other characters, or you do GP races with multiplayer, and I can't always be around to play with her. So it's just kind of ugh. So I've been really trying to find a game that she can actually comprehend, play mostly on her own, and I think Chrono Trigger appears to be that game. But then I have to buy Animal Crossing. So yeah. Although I probably should just buy Animal Crossing because, I mean, let's face it, it's not going to go down in price.
Thank you very much.
But
You're doing me a great service.
I'm actually going to see if she can beat Chrono Trigger first, because I've already tried to get her to play Pokemon. But unfortunately, she doesn't necessarily understand the whole mechanic of catching Pokemon, evolving Pokemon, and incorporating them into your team. So she either A, winds up just catching a crap load of Pokemon that are just garbage and she never uses them. B, she winds up spending all of her money on outfits and never actually purchasing anything valuable, as in, healing items. Yeah, that concept does not register with her at all.
Do you use healing items in Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, potions,
Oh, yeah.
hyper potions, different things like that.
I've always just gone through and grinded everything up to the point where nothing can actually hurt you.
Yeah, that's because I have all the time in the world to actually play video games, and to be able to do that like I used to could back in my tiny tot years, back in the 90s.
Oh, and the game also gives you like way too many healing items.
Oh, no, actually, Pokemon Shield, they're not that liberal with the healing items.
Really?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do need to purchase a fair amount, and Pokeballs. Pokeballs are the number one thing you have to purchase because
Pokeballs. Get to the new town, see if they've got the new Pokeballs in stock. Buy them, all of them.
Yeah,
Just
no, yeah,
$99.
yeah, but you actually need to purchase a fair amount of healing items. You don't really need that many status healing items unless it's like not trainer battle, but like gym battle specific. Like certain gym battles, you just get paralyzed no matter what you do, and then your life just sucks.
I had assumed there would be more information on it.
But I was able to get through the whole base game
It's quite strange.
really without not that much trouble. Like I wound up leveling up a Corviknight, Gyarados. I used Score Bunny as my starter. What else?
Score Bunny.
And I kind of rotated out a couple different characters, a couple different Pokemon throughout the entirety. But but pretty much if you level up a Corviknight and evolve, you know the.
Oh yeah, Corviknight is OP.
Oh yeah, Corviknight is
Yes.
way OP for like 50% of all of the. Excuse me, for like 50% of all
But
the
of
gym
course-
battles.
Yeah, but of course, then it also depends on your version too. There's some really the speedrun build for each of the individual games is pretty good.
I'd like you to conduct a geological. I'm partly curious about its. It's incredibly strange.
Yeah,
that
and
it's
I
trying
kind
to
of happened
force
upon the
transition so
Corviknight by
suddenly into a
accident.
tundra.
It's like I was like, okay, well I'm coming up on this thing, and I'm like, oh, flying. Okay, use Corviknight. Okay, next one. Dark works good. Okay, use Corviknight. Okay, next one. Steel works great. Okay, let's use Corviknight.
Yep.
It just so happened that it just like each of the gym battles, you're just like, okay, I can use Corviknight for freaking everything. Okay.
My I had basically Corviknight,
Deny that it clearly exists.
Toxtricity, and I had one more that I had.
Oh yeah, Toxtricity wound up being in my standard rotation too.
Then the other one that I had, I can't remember its name at this point, but the Impidimp evolution.
Oh, right. Now I tell you
With-
what, I
When
tell
you
you.
don't have any, when you don't even have a Switch to play the new Pokemon games,
Shouldn't make such a big deal out of a mere theory.
Wait, was there a follow up to that, or is it that just saying you don't have a Switch to play the new Pokemon game?
I don't have one to play the new Pokemon games, and I'm sad.
No, seriously, I haven't played a Pokemon game since Red and Blue. So I'd been out of the series for quite some time.
The first rule of being a good scientist is if something is suspicious.
So that's kind of why I was pretty surprised at how quickly I breezed through most of the gym battles. Because I remember on Red and Blue, you're just scraping to get through some of those gym battles early on. It is just hard.
I admit
I'm sorry
I
that
had
caused so much trouble, but I hope
friends
you
of
went
mine kind of quote unquote loan me Pokemon to help get through some of them. So like I was like the Pokemon I had were over leveled from where I was at, so they weren't always listening to me. But because of that over leveledness, they also had the XP needed, not the XP, sorry, the HP needed to sustain those hits and live through them. So yeah, that's how I got through the game.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school when that first came out. So I mostly didn't have too many issues kind of understanding and grasping the game mechanics and whatnot. But yeah, my brother actually bought Blue. So so we would trade each other the Pokemons necessary in order to fill out our
The
Pokedexes.
exclusives.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first Pokemon game that I ever played was Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
No, but I will also openly admit that I knew about Pokemon way before, back when I was actually in the 4th grade, because that's when it came out in Japan, and they had a big old spread about it in the Nintendo Power, and I remember reading about it, and I was just like, that's a cool concept. You know, you got these little monsters, and you collect them, and then you use them to battle each other, and I was like, wow, that was a cool concept. So, like, when I found out it was coming out in the States, I'm like, I have to get this. This is going to be big. This is going to be huge. And somehow I still have my version of Red. I don't know how they saved it.
Do you remember in those early days when you were either Team Pokemon or Team Digimon?
Yes. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, I actually did watch a bit of Digimon. I watched the entirety of Pokemon on Cartoon Network. But I did watch a little bit of Digimon. I kind of enjoyed it. But me owning Pokemon obviously made me more impartial to Pokemon. But I kind of like Digimon. But, I mean, that pretty much fizzled out after... Pretty much after, I think, maybe sophomore, junior year of high school. I just kind of never watched it again. Feed me, Sherman.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I never really watched either of them. Like, I watched other shows on the station that it was on, so I knew the theme song. that was the extent of my knowledge. Like I say, I never touched Pokemon until Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I've honestly never done the shows. My knowledge of the shows only come from my kids watching them off of Netflix.
No, what's actually really funny is my daughters actually watched the entirety of Pokemon on Netflix. That's how they found out about Pokemon. And it wasn't really her friends at school. Like, she started, like, her little best pal, Noah, they actually started talking because she watched Pokemon. No, she never played the game, but she watched Pokemon. She knew all them Pokemons. So, so she became really good friends. Let's see here. Yes, casual. But that was all based off of her watching the series, never touching the games. All right, time to beat something up. Finally. After, what? 40 minutes of just watching cutscenes?
My kids knew the game because of Boomer and I. My kids knew Pokemon because of Boomer and I playing the games. So when they found the show on TV, it was like, oh, look, that Pokemon is in your game. Oh, look, that Pokemon is in your game.
No, but what's fun is they're pretty much... Haley, my oldest, she's pretty much doing that kind of same thing, but with Chrono Trigger. She's like, wait, this character is in your story. Wait, this character was in your story. I'm like, yeah. Like, you see, this is where I get all the... What was that?
You plagiarizer, you.
Oh, come on. Haven't you been hearing all my stories about this?
Here and there, a little bit. But yes.
No, pretty much the entire story is a rip-off of, like, every game I've played.
Yeah.
It's funny. Someone was like, dude, you should, like, write this all down. Yeah, and get a cease and desist after the first paragraph? I think not. It's better as an oral tradition anyway.
I was curious, so I started following you. So what's going on here?
Are they from Arcs?
Yeah, it's your job to look up things like
I was trying to debate on which game I wanted to play out of like 4. I finally picked one, so now I'm villager hunting in Animal Crossing.
So, you've turned Animal Crossing into Lord of the Flies? What is this I'm hearing?
Lose it, you creep.
No, because sometimes you get villagers that want to move out of your island or move off your island, and so when they do, they leave an empty slot that you can then go and do mystery island jumping to invite another villager to fill that slot instead.
All right, that took 5 seconds.
So I have an empty slot because of doing some process of swapping villagers with my kids, which is a lot more complicated than it sounds, and it actually took me about a week to accomplish.
My scepter glows.
No, because you see, you don't understand. What happened was I had to free up a space on my island. Now, in order to do this efficiently, or not efficiently, but speedily, you have to repeatedly change the date on your Switch console system to jump forward day by day in order to have a villager move out.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing people refer to it. We call it time traveling.
Yeah. And Mr. Rossetti doesn't like it when you do it.
You heard a weird noise.
Mr. Rossetti is not in this game.
I know.
Neither did
It's a tragedy.
Yeah, Mr. Rossetti is gone.
I'm
Replaced with
offended.
autosave.
I have no idea who Mr. Rossetti is.
He was a mole that popped up and got angry at you whenever you reset the game without saving.
Whenever you did time traveling.
Yeah. Any kind of time travel, Mr. Rossetti would show up, and he'd be like, "You filthy time traveler, you! You play the game the proper way. Quit doing this time traveling nonsense."
Oh, come on. You know, it sounds like...
Yep.
But, no, basically you have to go forward day by day by day, going through the game to, check to see if you have the correct villager wanting to leave. So, I had to go through a few days of that to get a free space on my island. Then, the majority of the week was spent on the other Switch getting a specific villager wanting to leave that island. That was many hours spent throughout the week on that one. I was so happy when it finally happened, which was yesterday. So
Can I just point out how incredibly bad that sounds? It's like you're trying to kick this poor villager out of the village.
It's just data.
yeah, but then I wasn't getting rid of them completely. I was
You're
moving
making
them to
feel
my
better to
island.
leave.
No, I was swapping islands within our house. Because once I got this person on the kids' island ready to leave, I took the character from my game, visited that island, and invited them to my island. So once I did that, now that their island had that empty slot from where I just adopted the character from, I came back to my game and did the resetting stuff that I had to do to get one of my villagers wanting to leave, and then I reversed the process and brought one of their characters onto my island and invited them over to that island.
All right. Well, it is 10:48 here in the West, and that means it is time for me to be done for the night. Yeah, sorry I was a little late getting started tonight. I had to go set up a computer at a church building. It took a little bit longer than I expected. So hopefully, it's like I need to make some modifications to Jade Empire in order for it to work. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to pull this off for tomorrow. However, I will be up and down here for Zwift workout tomorrow morning. I'm gonna take this new saddle out for another test ride on the trainer. So hopefully all goes well tomorrow. But I will be back tomorrow night, and we will do more PSO2 story stuffs Operator, about how far am I through episode 1? Do you have any idea?
Let's see. Halfway at best.
About halfway? Okay.
Maybe. Might only be a quarter of the way in.
So question, with my level, how far can I get through the story without even really batting an eye in terms of battle difficulties?
Not the question. The story scales to your level.
Oh, story scales to my level. Okay.
The question is, how many expeditions are you going to have to stop story progress for to do? How soon?
I've done a fair amount of them, so it would be best if I actually did all of the expeditions at least once.
That's up to you.
Oh, okay. I think we'll just continue blasting through these cutscenes and whatnot. We'll just do that tomorrow night. So yeah, that's about all I got for tonight. So thank you very much, Satan and Operator, for hanging out. Same with you, Wacky. I don't know if you're still lurking in chat. But so we will see you all tomorrow, and until then, good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are.
You are.
See y'all. Good night, everyone. Good night.